Have you been a victim of corruption? Do you want to report how corruption affects you and your community? Send an SMS or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537.
Top of the morning to you, Women Radio 91.7 FM, the voice of women, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. That is the radio station you're tuned into this beautiful Tuesday morning. Already we're on the second day of December. Before you know it, by the time you close your eyes and blink it, it's the end of the week, it's the middle of the month, it's Christmas, it's the end of the year. So as always, I would ask, what are you doing so that you can end the year in grand style, so that you don't feel, I know that the moment we get into December, people begin to feel a bit of regret and frustration that, oh my gosh, this year just went like that. And this is the time for you to ask yourself questions. Okay, what choices did I make to get me to this point? What decisions did I make to get me to this point? How can I reroute? Because December can be a comma. It doesn't have to be a full stop. You can put in the work in December and then hit the ground running in January. You know that over here, we got you covered, giving you your daily dose of motivation. So this morning, I want to warmly welcome you to the newspaper review segment of the Full Breakfast Show. My name is Fumi Bangbala. I'm a co-host here. My co-host is here with me. Good morning, Toad.
I am always full of gratitude. I'm grateful that I'm able to see another day. Good morning.
Awesome. Good morning. How are you looking forward to the end of the year, Toad? I want to know what your plans for Christmas and the New Year.
I've never felt pressure. A lot of people feel pressure, and I've never ever felt pressure. I think I'm just so this is one Christmas that I'm just going to marry, Christmas parties all over, eat, marry, spend time with, I'm not going to spend Christmas with family this time around. Yes, I think it's the first time that I'm not going to spend Christmas with my immediate family because there's another family commitment on the 26th of December. So on the 27th of December, I'm away to spend time the rest of the year and New Year with family. But I will still be with them over the telephone and virtual video. But it's never been a pressurized time for me. For me, relax, eat, have fun, gist, and that's it. And I never have regrets. Whether I achieve what I want to achieve,
wow,
I never have regrets.
So you're not one of those that get sad during. Wow,
I never because I'm alive. I'm alive. I never have regrets. I just think of what else do I need to do, and I don't do what do you call
New Year resolutions.
I don't do New Year resolutions. I don't.
Oh wow.
For me, there's no point putting pressure on yourself.
Absolutely.
There's no point. See, it's because we have high expectations of ourselves and our achievements. If you think of the fact that you're still alive, that for me is all about being alive and being healthy. And even if you're not healthy, miracle can still happen. But is the fact that I am alive, right? I saw today. There can be pressure for me with all the Nollywood in Nigeria.
You just realize that you have it easy when you think about everything. Yes. Anyway, we are grateful to see the last month of the year. Now to why we are here. I mean, I say now to why we are here. This is what we do, at Women Radio, encourage, give you motivation. And we hope that you've taken one or two things. Like Tom has said, don't feel pressured. A lot of families will feel pressured about, buying Christmas clothes for the children. See, if there's a cloth, maybe there's one cloth in the wardrobe that they did not wear the whole year. They only wore once. Let the kids wear it.
If they do not have anything new, let them wear what they have and wear it gallantly.
Yes.
With smiles. Wear it well, like the coat of many colors. Wear it very, very, look for things, whether you're going to put one brochure, anything, wear whatever you have. No pressure. You don't have to kill what's the Christmas turkey. You don't have to kill turkey. You don't just enjoy whatever it is you have. Have it. If it's Gary and Ekpa, have it and enjoy and show gratitude to God, to Jesus, to Allah, to whatever you believe in, that you are alive.
I love it. Good morning, Adeolu. I know you're here.
Good morning for me. Good morning too.
Good
And good
morning,
morning to
Adeyemi.
all our
Good to
family
see
around
you
the
in
world.
person. Good to see
Yeah.
you in person.
Yeah, I did not recognize you. So when you called me, I was like, huh? I had to do a double take because I was like, okay, who is this man? It was so good to see you.
It was nice meeting the two of you. I feel elated and thank you for the opportunity to serve.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
we're going to go into the headlines this morning. And we're going to start off as usual from the Punch newspaper. Abduction surge. Northern governors demand mining suspension. Unveil 228 billion naira security fund. Also in the Punch newspaper, we have Tinubu plans replacement as defense minister resigns.
See that defense minister resigning.
We are going to talk about it today.
I heard 3 days ago.
Oh.
Shebi, you are the one that is asking Tinubu, do this, remove that, insecurity, cut the head. That not be you the talker.
When I saw the headline this morning, I was like, yes, Adeolu is coming on. He's coming on today. So I know I know he would have so many things to say. So when I saw it, I was like, yeah.
On Friday, I was told that he's going to step down, and
Wow.
you know, apparently what I hear is that Tinubu doesn't like to fire people. That's what I heard.
Okay.
So he gives you an opportunity to step down. So when I was told on Friday, and it's not just him, I hear there's going to be cabinet
Even
reshuffle.
more.
Anyway,
wow.
in the Guardian of today, Northern leaders suspend mining, back state police to tackle insecurity. Oshun 2026. I'm ready to work with Omishori, others to unseat Adeleke, according to Yebamiji.
And this day newspaper, defense minister, we're going to be seeing this in most, if not all of the headlines this morning. Badaro resigns. Tinubu considers ex-CDS Christopher Musa as likely replacement. Again, we'll see this a lot in the dailies this morning. Northern governors set up regional funds to combat insecurity. States to contribute 1 billion naira monthly. Back creation of state police.
So in the Daily Trust, Badaru steps down as defense minister and amid rising insecurity. And ACF said, we've never demanded amnesty for terrorists.
In the Vanguard newspaper, once again, per the insecurity, northern governors, beg your pardon, OK State Police suspend mining. Governor Adeleke resigns from PDP. I was shocked to see this.
I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked. No, it's been rumored, it's been said a few times. Remember when Davido, by the way, Davido happens to be one of I think he's my favorite artist of all times. Anyway, he's my GOAT. He's the greatest of all times for me. So remember, there was a time Davido went to the villa. Remember? Before then, it's been said that Governor Adeleke is considering leaving PDP to move to APC. It's been considered. And there were, so I wasn't shocked at all. I wasn't shocked, especially in view of what is also happening in PDP.
I thought he was a staunch member of the party. So he was not even in my
Atiku was a staunch member of the party now. Atiku was a staunch member of the party.
Atiku has always been a fair weather person when it comes to things like that. Like, I think for me, I just saw it more as Atiku looking for how he was going to enter the presidency. So if we are going to enter this party or that party, and we've been seeing, I think, was it 2 weeks ago we saw that he has moved to the ADC, I think. So I wasn't shocked, to be honest, for Atiku.
So I'm just trying to, when you say that he was a staunch member, I'm just trying to say that, it has nothing to do with being a staunch member or what have you. I wasn't shocked anyway. But again, for me, let's wait for. I'm really hoping to hear what
yes.
have to say. So I'm now where am I looking in the premium? I'm doing Premium Times now, right?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. So Premium Times. Nigeria's defense minister, Mohammed Abubakar, resigns, and Osun Governor Adeleke resigns from PDP. And Nigeria grants asylum to Guinea-Bissau opposition presidential candidate in view of the coup that happened recently.
That happened, yes. In the Nation newspaper, we have Northern governors seek suspension of mining for 6 months to end insecurity. EFCC opens month-long probe into Malami's assets.
The cable, Northern governors unveil 1 billion naira monthly security trust fund to tackle insecurity. Remember, Southern governors are also set that last week. So it's good that they're taking, control. They're chief security officers of their states anyway. And Obasanjo willing to testify in Mambila power contract trial. EFCC witness tells court.
In the Daily Post, once again, Badaro Mohammed, the defense minister, resigns. Governor Adeleke quits PDP over party crisis. Some politicians funding terrorism in Nigeria, says the former chief of defense staff, Irabo.
So in the Tribune, Governor Adeleke resigns from PDP again. Like you said, it's headlined. Minister of Defense Badaru Abubakar resigns.
Finally, in the dailies this morning, from the pen-pushing newspaper, Nigeria's defense minister resigns on health grounds, says the presidency. And then, per the coup in Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria grants asylum to Guinea-Bissau's opposition presidential candidate. Those are the headlines this morning from the national dailies. I can already see the messages are coming in because... Yes, please.
You see that Nigeria's defense minister?
Yes, please.
Going to be given another appointment.
I mean, we're just going to get right into it. Ade, this is where we are. I'm not even going to read anything. What are your thoughts on this? Because, I mean, him citing health grounds, I was like, there's something fishy going on here. But like Tomo has said, she said, well, the ones that are demanding things from the president. And don't mention my name, I collect. But the ones saying that the president has to do this. But again, is this a step in the right direction? Because if the state of insecurity is still rising, and one of the headlines this morning that we're going to even tackle talks about how the terrorists sent a voice note to I think in Kogi to say they're going to pay 20 million levy. What is going on?
Sokoto.
In Sokoto, yes, thank you. They're going to pay 20 million naira levy. I mean, do you know the kind of audacity you have to be able to demand that if you pay us this money, we won't disturb you? But yes, let's focus on the first one, which is about the defense minister resigning, and that the president is looking at the former chief of defense staff to come in as a replacement. Over to you, Adebi. I know that you are well and able, so I'm just going to leave you.
Thank you very much, Fumi. You see, every one of us, like Tom rightly said, we all have been clamoring for changes, particularly the security chiefs. And we want edge to roll. And before I even delve into that part of the defense minister, I want to talk about those people whose names were mentioned as the sponsors of the terrorists. But I want to tell you truly that those are not the true sponsors. Those are not, they just have to give you those names. Those are not the true sponsors. If the true sponsors are mentioned, Nigeria will burn. That's the honest truth. And what you see, the resignation of the minister may not be far from this as well. I must be honest with you. You see, a lot of hands are soiled when it comes to this insecurity. And before he can be asked to resign, that means people have been calling for his head. And those that have more information than you and I. That's the honest truth. That's what plays out. And so, you see, this is just the beginning of what you are going to see. More heads are going to roll. More people are going to be asked to leave. And by the time Tinubu is able to take the decision that we have been asking him to take, that he should be the president of Nigeria, irrespective of what is going to come forth 2027. If he takes that bold step as the president of Nigeria, takes the bull by the horn, whoever is found culpable, wanting in this act of insecurity in this nation, let them be prosecuted. Let their names be mentioned. Take a decisive action. You are the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. You are the one in charge. The moment you is able to take that charge, like I said last week, Nigerians will follow him. We want somebody who will do our bidding. We want somebody who can create an enabling environment, a secured environment for lives and properties, an enabling environment where lives and businesses thrive. So this case of the minister, you see, it's not new. Others are still going to go. The fact is that some of them, you will not know much about them until they come into power, until they are saddled with responsibility. That is when you start having information and they are hidden atrocities before it start coming to open. So that is when you have all this at your beck and call. This is when you have this information. And by the time you have this information, you know, it will be difficult at that particular time to say, go out. But when the people are not saying, no, this man cannot stay, you have no choice than to bring you before the person and say, Oga, it is not me. Oh. Your people said your hands as well. You have to step down. And thank God for who Tinubu is. You know, he doesn't like to disgrace people. That's the kind of person he is. He will just tell you, Oga, find a way out. But when you now say you don't want to, that's where you now take another step. That's the kind of person he is. That's the kind of president that we have. And like you rightly said, what is it exactly? Does it mean the Nigerian military cannot take hold of the insecurity in Nigeria? No. It is no. It is because some unscrupulous elements are actually benefiting from the insecurity that is happening in this nation. That is why you still see that it's still persistent. That is why you see that the insecurity is still ongoing, that nothing is even done about it. Some people are cashing out big time on it. Some people are using it as a way to protect their interests. Some people are using it as a way to propagate religion. That is what you see. So a lot of things are underneath that it is not to the ordinary eyes for you and I to see. But except, like we have been saying, now the president has declared Nigeria, security space as emergency. It is, you know what he has done? What most people don't understand is this. What it implies is that any insurgent, any insecurity act in any state, in any domain, he can take action with immediately. And he can say, anybody that does this, take him out. That's what has been declared, but most people don't understand it. Now he can do and undo. Anybody that is on the way will be taken away. That's the essence of state of emergency. Because it means he has the power now to say, okay, you people in Ibadan there, I can see that you are not taking your time to come to arrest the situation. This is my verdict, and that will be it. So let's continue to see how the event is going to unfold. It's just the beginning, like I said earlier. A lot of things are going to come up, and we all, at the end of the day, like I said, you see, Nigerians, we will know that we have a president. You don't know him. Everybody is saying he doesn't have action. That's the way it started when he was the governor of Lagos State. We all said, this man don't get action. But by the time he got to the third year of his administration, everybody started saying, oh, this is making a change. And that's the kind of thing you're going to witness in Nigeria. We all, as Nigerians, should just exercise patience, and we also should be on guard as the people. It is not only the military, we must be security conscious. We must be security conscious. The only thing that we have not been given, the opportunities we have not been given, is that we be harmed. Me, I'm always in support that Nigerians be harmed, because I know that if Nigerians are harmed, like somebody rightly said sometimes ago, he said, you know, what actually even caused this insecurity to be on the high is the fact that they sometimes ago, when during the Buhari regime, you know that every licensed arms were withdrawn from those that were the holders. And that was at the height of insecurity way back then in that regime. You know, we criticize it here on the I criticize it here on the radio that why would you withdraw arms when people are being killed, when homes are being invaded, communities are being invaded, and you are withdrawing the arms with which those people can protect themselves, which means there is more to it than you and I are seeing. So, but as it is, if only the military, thank God, well, we can see the onslaught that is ongoing, but if they can keep up with the tempo, if they can sustain it, I tell you at the point, and like we shouldn't shy away from it. Let every region, like the Southwest are doing at the moment, Amotekun, let them fortify Amotekun more. Let Amotekun be more harmed, so that Southwest can be secured. Let Southeast also be. The problem we have is that the IPOD, what they ought to do is not what they are doing. You have to protect the people of the East. It is not for them to continue the killing of the people of the East. In this kind of a situation, this is when the IPOD ought to stand up and defend that territory, defend those people there, so that any aggression, external aggression that is coming to destabilize or to kill, to destroy life and property of that area can be warded off. That is the essence of it. It is not saying people should sit at home. You are meant to protect your people. So as it is, we cannot continue to say the government only. We have a role to play. We must, even just mere giving information goes a long way. Mere information is part of military intelligence. Give information. When you give information to the security operatives, they will be able to know what to do, and they will be able to arrest the situation on time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adeyemi. Yes, please, Tom. You're muted, Tom.
Adeyemi, thank you. Thank you very much. Two things I just want to hammer on and ask your thoughts. You know, we keep saying if we know who the sponsors are, Nigeria will blow up. So why are we why can't this list be made public? Who is harboring? Who is protecting them? Why can't the list exactly? Who is protecting them? That's number one. Number two, you know, it is so unfair on the traditional ruler in Sokoto. He was actually engaging them. They were actually engaging him, saying, look, just gather your people, come up with 20 million naira? Come up with 20 million naira. If you guys can come up with 20 million naira levy, we're not going to touch you. Nobody's going to do anything. We're not going to harm you. How? Can we not trace calls? We just want you to speak to those two issues.
Thank you very much, so on that part. And let's look at it. Let's take from the traditional ruler. If the traditional ruler of a community, not just one community, can be asked to pay levy, that's Sokoto, and you have a paramount ruler in that Sokoto, the Sultan. Now, are you telling me that these so-called community leaders have not communicated with the Sultan, or the Sultan is not reachable? This is a situation whereby Sultan needs to be consulted, and when the Sultan is consulted, actions need to be taken. So what we are saying is that there is more to this than the ordinary eyes can see. There is more to this than the ordinary eyes can see. That is why when we talk about, by the time the names of the sponsors are revealed, that Nigeria will catch fire. These are the reasons. And there is no time that those names will not be revealed. If truly we really want to achieve our aim and our goal, that will make sure that Nigeria is rid of insecurity, of bandits and terrorism, then the names of those sponsors must be made known, must be made open to all. Not just made open to all. They must be prosecuted because what? They have committed crime against the land. What they have done is a crime. It does not matter their numbers. It does not matter. It does not matter who they are, because the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria said that nobody is above the law. Everybody, we are all equal before the law. So therefore, if they have contravened any law of the land, then they should be dealt with in likewise mind as criminals. Because what you have seen, killing, destroying, they have disrupted the peace of this nation. They have caused pain and suffering to the ordinary person. And at the same time, they have used it because they have the opportunity, they have the privilege, they have used it to defraud and to make sure that they embellish the people of this nation to the extent that we are afraid of traveling, as I am now. I hope to go to one of these states close by here. But when people were telling me yesterday that when we left this place, or something happened, or this place, oh my God. You see, they get fears in you.
Yeah.
That means in your country, you cannot travel anytime, anyhow. You have to think. Before you travel, you want to go there, you want to travel next 2 weeks. You'll be thinking, you'll be looking at the road. Is it worth it? What the event you want to go for, is it worth it? Does it worth risking your life for it? And sometimes when I want to go and pick my son from school, I would have thought, what do I do? When do I go? In the morning, in the evening? No, I don't go on Sunday because the operative will not be on the road. Though. And these things. So a lot of things goes on. But like I said, whether we like it or not, a time is coming. Nigerians, we are these people, they think that they are above the law. They are more powerful. By the time we can no longer go freely on the road, we will stand up to them as a people. Until we are ready, we must be ready. That's why I said we cannot put everything at the doorstep of the government. We have roles to play as Nigerians. God will help us.
Thank you.
Yesterday, I don't know if you saw it, so the headline that was talking about the panic on the Kogi Expressway, where there was a standoff. My mother as well has been texting, nobody should go anywhere, and this is Christmas. People want to travel home to visit their friends and family. So even the states that have been highly affected by this banditry, people who want to go to Kwara State for the Christmas holidays, people who haven't seen their parents in a year or two because they moved to Lagos, Kogi, the same thing. Sokoto, people want to go home at the year end to, like you said, you have a family commitment for Christmas. But now people cannot go because they're afraid for their own life, because God forbid I'm on the way to go for Christmas and my life is taken, or I am kidnapped, or my family or my children are kidnapped. I mean, it's I don't know which way.
I think Adeyemi made a point, and we need to hammer on that point. There is a sultan, right? There is a governor, who is the chief security officer, and there is probably a commissioner of police in Sokoto, and then a traditional ruler is engaging terrorists, is engaging them, saying, okay, go and gather money together. Before that voice note had been shared with the reporter of the Daily Trust, I'm sure, like Adeyemi said, the powers that be in that state are aware. So I know Adeyemi said they should engage. They should. Is it just engage? Is it just speak to the Sultan? It's well,
Go where
it's well,
yeah.
because we need to be asking questions, and that's why we're here. We need to be asking questions. We need, we're not in Sokoto, and we're talking that Amotekun, south is okay, southeast is okay. Northern Nigeria is part of Nigeria. And we all should be worried for what is happening in northern Nigeria,
So let me cut you. I want to bring forth a statement that was made by Ribadu some time ago concerning this banditry. We heard that Ribadu said that Sultan of Sokoto, the present Sultan of Sokoto, was one of the people that addressed them when they were brought into Nigeria then, when they were being trained. So that's to tell you that, you see, if the North is going to witness peace, if this insecurity is going to become anything of history, it has to do with the Northern leaders. The Northern elites are the one responsible for what you are seeing in the North. And I told you, they have so many agendas. That is the reason why this is ongoing. One, economical value, religious value. You will find that when the Chibok girls were kidnapped then, look at it. Chibok town is a Christian community. Chibok is a Christian community. And why is it that the girls were the ones that were kidnapped? They made them wives. They made them wives compulsorily. What are we talking about? So how do you want to force people into your religion and you take them by force as wives? It is unheard of. And yet, all those guys, there is no any northern elite Muslim that condemned it. That's the honest truth. None of them condemned it. And that is what has been going on for years before the people ever came to be. So many wives and girls have been adopted in the North, particularly the Christian wives. That's what happened that you see. I saw a situation that a girl from the East was kidnapped from the East and taken to the North and got married to somebody in Katsina. And the emir of Katsina actually is the one that even oversaw the marriage of that innocent young girl. So what are we talking about? A lot of things go wrong.
Thank you,
A lot of
Adeyemi.
things goes wrong.
So questions has to be asked, demands need to be made continuously. It's 2 minutes after 8. Women Radio, WFM 91.7 today, Tuesday, 2nd of December, 2025. For me, what's the next? Should I go on?
Let's take these messages before you go to the next one. Beautiful morning to you all in the studio, your president and my president in court. Since 2023, May 29, he resumed office as president of Nigeria. All his policies are full of errors. Number 1, subsidy is gone, error. Number 2, the floating of the naira, error. Number 3, the state pardon, error. Number 4, ambassadorial list, error. Can somebody please tell me one positive thing this president has gotten right? Me, I can tell you one. The nail fund. More people are going to school. Can someone please tell me, is this the way his name is going to be in the Guinness Book of Record? Well, the Guinness Book of Record is in 2 ways, either negative or positive. So, master strategist, the whole world's eyes are on you. As for today, please do something better or you resign honorably. Thank you, Mayor from Ikoto for your message. Olusoga Ajayi from Odonla Ikorodu says, if accountability truly means something, then Nuhu Ribadu, Bello Matawale, and every official who has watched insecurity spread like wildfire should be next in line. We have a call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, Women Radio. Hello, good morning. Okay,
hello, good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Morning, everybody in the street.
Good morning, Evangelist Dixon. How are you this morning?
Yeah, as I don't always, any day I see another day, I think I have to. And because sometimes maybe we need to visit mortuary. Stay at the gate of mortuary for only 30 minutes. See how they are bringing in people. So even if you are held alone, you need to glorify God. I believe God Nigeria will be great again. My friend Adeyemi, morning.
Good morning, sir.
I've been listening to what you have said and always support you because you always speak my mind. And I've said this. Without the support of the Northern elders, we cannot succeed. These people are not sleeping. The generally are not sleeping in the bush. They are sleeping with them. You know why they are not making it their own side? You can't do that in the east. The people in the east, they will eat it. Tell the police why I go in the southwest. In the north, they are eating and whining and dining with them. So you just take a soldier there, you kill the soldier, kill the police. And how much are you paying this to the police and the you keep on blaming them here? So the right thing, why you are sleeping there, they are in the bush. So without the support of these people, they know them until they support the unity, support the police. That's when the insecurity will stop. Nigeria is a great nation. I told you about this one. We're better together. As you are saying the east, I love what you say. Let those people, let them protect us. Instead of they are destroying our economy, when you sleep at home on Monday, see your people because they are in uniform. Do the right thing. Do you love that religion? Don't love that religion. I will always tell you, we should love our country and love ourselves. Suddenly we can move. Hereby we don't see ourselves as it. I told you, I have Bible and I have Quran. The person of this Imam Afa, wrong. And I told them, come and show me the Quran. Yeah, they say, if you kill a person or you kill, whoever is waiting for you in heaven. This is almost 80% or 70%, I'm not sure of what is in the Quran is from the Bible. And Quran will only refer you to the Bible. Quran chapter 10, verse 94. And whatever you don't understand that Quran, ask me that study the Bible or go to the Bible. That whoever does not believe the word of the Bible is an unbeliever. That's why I've led so many Muslims to fight. They came to me and asked me certain questions, and because the word of God is life. So we need to unite together. Let everyone of us do the right thing. Anyway, know that God is watching us. What is it in their life? Many have gone this morning. They are not better than them. Why will you wake up only to think of evil you're going to do to your neighbor? Please don't live in fear. Don't be threatened. There are several times insecurity is not nice, but God will only protect you. So go wherever. Like me now, I'm traveling till December. I will travel. If my time has not come, nobody is taking. And let me tell you, so my daughter also is wedding this December. Also, that's what I keep everything before God. I know my God will always put God. Since I don't do over to anybody, if I think people are done today, will never succeed. If you can do the right thing and pray for the then you continue now doing it. Fasting and prayer is a nice abomination. God does not listen. You know, once we love ourselves, we unite together, we fight this our common end. That's it. America is coming. Let them come in the name of fighting the Bible, not in the name of Christian. They will come and destroy this country for us. Nigeria is a good country. They don't have what we have. We are really blessed. We are blessed country. I believe we get there one day. Let us all do that. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Evangelist Dixon. If I heard you correctly, you said your daughter is getting married this December. Congratulations on your daughter's upcoming wedding. Okay, Tom, we can go to the next headline, yes, please.
All right. At 8 minutes after 8 on your women radio, we're not going into the Punch newspaper where Tinubu plans replacement as defense minister resigns. Now, the defense minister was a two-term governor of Jigawa State from 2015 to 2023. So he served as governor of Jigawa State. He was voted in as governor of Jigawa State before he took on the appointment as Minister of Defense. So his resignation comes at a very sensitive moment for this country and the administration, because we know that we're grappling with rising insecurity. And if you recall, the president declared a nationwide security for emergency. And the likes of Fumi have asked the president, do something, do something, do something. If heads need to roll, heads must roll. In developed climes, you would not have resigned on health grounds.
Sorry to interrupt you, Tom. We have a call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, Women Radio. Oh, we've lost the call. Please go ahead.
All right. So I'm saying that in developed climes, he would not have resigned on health grounds. He would have resigned and just say that, I'm resigning because of what is happening.
Yeah.
But he's resigned. Whether he's been asked to resign, Nigerians have asked Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, ma. Good morning.
Your name, sir.
My
Your
name
name,
is
sir. Where you're calling from?
My name is Amatosho. Okay.
The line is not
Can
too
you hear
clear,
me?
though.
The line is not clear.
What's happening? Oh, can you hear me? Hello, ma.
Okay,
Good
it's a
morning.
bit better.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Okay. My name is Amatosho Lukman from Akuti.
All right. Go ahead. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, ma. You see, my man, see, in the south here, I want to make a little comparison. In the south here, we
Amatosha, we can hardly hear you. Please do well to call us back.
are you
07000.
hearing now?
No,
No,
can
the
you call
network
us
is
back?
bad. Call
Your
us
network
back,
is
please,
bad.
sir.
Please.
Thank you. Thank you.
you.
So Mr. Adeyemi Adeolu is, he's resigned on health grounds. The president is waiting to Senate. Did you think that his resignation is a good one? Did you think he should have resigned well ahead? Do you think that his resignation would also change the state of insecurity in Nigeria? I hope you can hear me for me.
Yes, I can. Yes.
Well,
Mr. Adeyemi,
thank
over to
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Arthur. You see, whenever he resign is what that matters. Maybe he ought to have resigned before now. Don't forget that the service chiefs were recently changed. Don't forget, they were recently replaced. And now that we have the Minister for Defense now who has now resigned, well, you may say, is it one of the measures that will curb insecurity or that will help to improve the security of this nation? To some extent, it may, because is a minister for defense, which implies that when it comes to defense, insecurity, he has major role to play in coordinating the service chiefs and every other person underneath that ministry. So as it is, it's going to help to some. It depends on who is coming in anyway, which you understand that. It depends on who is coming in and the ideology is bringing into the fore.
Okay.
So that's what we must understand. What it implies is that his idea and what he has to the president and to every Nigerian is limited. He has exhausted everything. So somebody new has to come in, bring in new ideas. So the idea, whatever result we are going to get from the new person that's coming in, based on his idea, is going to depend solely on his how fruitful his idea is going to be to help with the insecurity. So we cannot say categorically that because he has been removed, then insecurity is solved. No,
Mm-hmm.
it depends on the person, the ideology of the person that is coming in. And if the ideology is such that it's going to work to help with the insecurity. But don't forget, it's just one man. It's just one man. Like we always been saying, even the military we're talking about, the military have always been putting in their best. But because there are most, but because there are those who are actually benefiting from the insecurity, that is why you see that we have not been able to achieve the great result that we all have been expecting. So it is not that they are not trying their best. It has to do with those who will always want to sabotage the effort of the military and the government as a nation. So that's the problem we have. So we are just going to watch, but we are not going to watch. We are not just going to sit down and look. We will continue to talk until we are able to achieve the Nigeria of our dream. Until Nigeria becomes a safe haven for every sundry. Until it becomes a place where businesses can thrive, where you and I can travel without any fear of being abducted on the road or being killed. We have to continue to talk because we don't. You see, so many things has happened because the way we have played the politics in Nigeria is the result of what we are seeing today. We have allowed some certain sect of this nation to believe that they can do and undo. That is the problem we have. I have a friend who lived, I once stayed for a period in North on 2 different occasions, and I have a friend who lived there for almost his entire life. You know, you will know that there is disparity how the law operates in the South and how it operates in the North.
Mm.
The law the law in Nigeria operates more in the South. This is where the rule of law is being followed.
Mm.
Over there, it is not so. If you go to the police cell in Nigeria, in the South, in the southern part of this country, you will see offenders in the South. How many do you see over there? This what do you talk, stop and start checkpoints that you see on our roads there, it's not what you see over there. So a lot of things happens. We have made some people to believe that the country belongs to them, that they can do and get away with certain things, why the others cannot do anyhow. If you and I, if you drive around now within Lagos roads and you have cutlass in the boot of your car, you'll be apprehended, you'll be arrested. Don't say you are carrying a dangerous arm.
Yeah.
That's what they would say. But these people, they go around with sword, with arms and ammunition, with daggers, and yet nothing is being done about that. And do you think, we have given them that impression that they are superior, that they can go about? That's why ordinarily, if there is any misunderstanding between a Fulani person and any other tribe, if we bring out a dagger and say we kill immediately, and you see that, oh, come on. The way we actually, undo law, and the way we segregate, the disparity that we have caused is the reason for what you are saying. That's why they still feel they have that power they can do. That's why the so-called their leaders are behaving the way they are behaving as gods to those people over there. That is why they think they can, whatever they, okay, now, even when they do, you find out that in the pages of the newspapers, even in the news media, you see how they talk. You see how they talk. When something is wrong, instead of them to condemn it, they don't condemn it. And when you now come up to condemn it, you will see what they will tell you. You see how they say Boko Haram as their, what do you call it? Their warriors. Come on. Is there any sanity in that? People killing your people. They are your warriors. They should not be killed. Tell me, what is the correlation between the Niger Delta boys and the Boko Haram? Please, what do they have in common? What is the agitation of the Boko Haram? What's the meaning of Boko Haram? Book is forbidden. Book is an haram. That's what it means. But the agitation of the Niger Delta is basically that because of the degradation of the environment, their means of livelihood were being taken away from them. And they said the government is not doing it, and so also the so-called international petroleum companies are not working, are not doing well to them. That was the agitation. So what is the agitation of this one? So and you now say because those people are granted amnesty, so these people should be granted amnesty. How many amnesty have they been granted? How many of the so-called Niger Deltas who have been enlisted in Nigeria Army when they were granted amnesty? But the numbers of quite a number of these Boko Haram have been enlisted into Nigeria Army and most of the security forces. So how do you tell me that this carnage will not continue when you not arm them illegally? How do you want to tell me that your intelligence report will be solid, will be protected when you have those who are their lieutenants in your security outfit?
Adeyemi, you said something, and it just triggered something. A friend of mine who is a committed Muslim once mentioned to me that death is something that how did he say it? He said death to them is he said I think he mentioned something about submission to Allah's will. And the Muslims are encouraged Allah's will, and the Muslims are encouraged to submit to Allah's will and accept death with patience and faith. Could that be, could that be the reason why when things like this are happening in northern Nigeria, that they really don't, if this was happening in southern Nigeria, you know how people could have even gone to the governor's office, the traditional ruler's palace, and say they want to, they come out and talk to us. But he said to me that they are, as a Muslim, he said, we're encouraged to submit to Allah's will and accept death with patience and faith. In other words, they don't question. Could that be one of the reasons why this is rampant? I'm just wondering.
Yes, so you are right to some extent. And that is why they did not allow them to have formal education. Formal education is an exposure. Formal education informs their psyche. Formal education will make them to think beyond the box. That is the problem. That's why they decided to perpetually let these people in darkness take away education from them, telling them that the Islamic education is the only thing. And what exactly are they teaching them with Islamic education? Go out there and fight for God. And if anything that comes, you know that your reward is in heaven. You get to heaven, you have 72 virgins. Is that not stupidity? The virgin that you don't have here on earth, you even struggle to get one. So you want to go and get 72 in heaven. Because that place, in our Christmas party that they throw there, you can imagine how they think. That's the problem. So that is why I didn't mean these people are well informed, they are educated. Come on, haven't sent your child to school from elementary up to tertiary institution, graduating, working. Do you think that guy, having gone through those rigors, will not think, oh, the next thing to do is to go and live my life on the street to die? No, he won't think in that respect. But because they have made these people to see that they are worth nothing, they are worth nothing. So if anybody sees that his life does not worth anything, you know that he's ready to give away that life because it doesn't make any meaning to him. It's not important to him actually from the onset. So that's the problem. That is why we are saying, I said this, or when Daniel Adaja was with us in the Women Radio, I said the day that the northern youth are well educated, there will be a bloody revolution in this great nation. And the northern leaders will be consumed. That's the truth. You are muted.
Fumi, you are muted.
So sorry. Let's take these messages before we go. Good morning, beautiful WFM Amazons. This one where everybody they resign should say Fire Day Mountain. But I ask, when will the president resign for failing to protect life and property according to the oath of office which he swore? Northern governors, okay, state police. For me, there is more trouble for them because the Fulanis will hijack the process and take over and continue to lord over the Hausas and ethnic groups in that region. I am waiting for the president to resign because he had failed in all ramifications. Thank you, Eze, still in the Southeast in defense of our territory, for your message. If accountable, okay, I've read that one. Those are the messages for this morning. Ademi, what's your final word, for today, for Nigerians, for us this morning?
Thank you very much. When every one of us, we have been saying the president has failed, please, who is going to salvage this nation as a leader? You see, the president will not resign because he has not failed. It is not only insecurity that he has to deal with.
Yeah,
he's dealing with the economic part of the country, and also he's also trying his best when it comes to insecurity. We should understand that, you see, he has delegated people to man every sphere of this nation. So if that sphere that he has, giving you the privilege to undo is not doing well, then he has the right to say, Oga, step aside. Let somebody come and take the reign. So as it is, we should give this man some level of trust to some extent. We should even appreciate him that Nigeria we are still standing on our feet economically. We are still where we are as a people. We are not running to Ghana, to Sierra Leone, to all these other countries. Oh, please, we should stop being biased. We should try and see things from the positive perspective whenever we want to criticize this particular president. This man has put in his best and is still trying to make sure that everything works for you and I as a nation. Nation is not automatic. We all have to work and make it work.
Thank you so much, Ademi, for today's session of the newspaper review segment of the Full Breakfast Show. We have come to the end of the show this morning. I think today we had more questions than solutions today, and that's where we are really. We're trying to find solutions. They say, and into Barbarian, no, so that's why we're Tony, you did not reach my Yoruba now. Tony, you don't reach my Yoruba now. Yes. So with that being said, we'll see you tomorrow on our newspaper review segment by 7:30 tomorrow. We still have amazing shows today lined up. 9 o'clock is the news. 9:05 is her lens, and 10 o'clock is Radio Doctor. Enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Fumi Bangara.
My name is Tomo Kiwale Shonaya. I was at the National Assembly yesterday. There's a gender desk where, the Speaker, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, he set up a committee of Nigerians where we're, advocating for the special seats. I'm on that committee, and the gender desk has been.
Oh, Tom, we can't hear you anymore.
At the National Assembly, calling on members of the House of Representatives to give their commitment. I just want to say that the special seats bill is being presented to the House of Rep members next week. And we're just praying and hoping the House of Rep members would say yes and they will vote yes for the bill. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tom, for that. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.
Odabo,
ma.
I saw later, eh?
Yes, ma.